The Oxley Feed Mill's Veteran Drivers Race this Friday, the 24th of November at Bendigo. Always fun. Thought I'd come out and catch up with Mr. Glen Conroy. You're back again for another year, mate.
Yes, Paul, you got another 20 years in me and then I'm going to give it away.
It's a funny thing. We're actually looking at the first year and I was saying, well, there's no one that started that first year. I think 2012 that was. Brian Gaff was. And he's still going to be in it. He got a winner the other day at Maryborough, so he'll be hungry for another win.
Oh, yeah, you know Brian. It'll be like that when there's a nuclear catastrophe. Brian will crawl out of the ashes. There'll be cockroaches and then Brian.
And he'll have a little bit of fun. And we mean that in the right way, not the wrong way, anyone wondering. It is a lot of fun, though. It's a good night and it's a lot of fun, isn't it?
I knew it was coming up because I noticed they cleaned the glass on the defibrillator, Paul. I thought, veteran drivers must be coming up. As soon as I went past the Secretary's office, I thought, what's that been polished for? Oh, yeah, the veteran drivers race has been coming up.
You'll be happy to know there's two. There's one in the grandstand as well.
Yeah, might need 10. Deborah Wicks-Moss won't need one, but everyone else will need one.
No, well, she's last year's winner. And,
yes,
and she was it. She was. I've been out there and done an interview and she's super excited.
Yeah, good on her. Yeah, that's good. That's great. And it's a good race to drive in too because, you know, when you come off the track, if you have to go in the steward's room, the blokes can't remember. They're going and they go, no, what, who am I? You know, so you get in there and they're sitting up there with Nolly Shin and he says, they steal my clothes. So, yeah, it's a good, that's a great part of the veterans race, Paulie.
Noel's not back this year. He hasn't, I don't think he's got his licence, and someone else, Lance Justice, isn't back. But it is a celebration, isn't it? It's a celebration about the people and what they've been able to contribute. It's a great way of recognising them. But you also have a little bit of fun as well on the side with each other.
Yeah, we do so, Paulie. It's the only time I ever hear Jeff Webster crack a joke, so he must enjoy it because most of the time, you know, he just fresh airs me, and then on Veterans Night, it's, hey, how you going? You know, so.
And he was one of those ones. He was a little bit filthy first time he got asked.
Yeah, I think because they brought the age back from 65 to 60, and people will assume that I'm not a veteran yet. But yeah, I'm all for it, you know. So, and some of these kids that are driving now, you know, they seem to be starting off when they're bloody 12, so they'll be veterans by the time they're 30. You'll have to bring back to 30-year-old now.
It has all changed a little bit. John Justice is the baby of the field this year, and he said he had to go and check the T's and C's to see if he was eligible or not. He wasn't real happy to find out that he was.
Yeah, at least it's great to be eligible for it, isn't it? Like that, you know, when you consider the alternative, if you're not around for it, Graham Whittle, blokes like that, hats off to them. How good are they? They're so healthy and alert that they can drive in the race at an advanced age. Yep. So, yeah, that's great. It is a celebration of age, and it's a really, really good thing for harness racing, and it's a good thing for the participants of harness racing. You know, it's not to be sneered at, it's to be celebrated for sure. And I enjoy being in it. I'm proud of the company that we keep when we are in it, so it's a really good thing. And there's a long line of history before us of blokes that have got to the top and competed in races like this. My dad drove in veterans races, and he enjoyed them. And we used to have a photo, or we still have a photo on the wall, and it started off with 12 blokes, and then all of a sudden, you know, you'd have to draw an X across. Every year you'd draw an X across one, you know. And Eric Hurley held out. He was the last bloke on the glass, you know. So it's a great thing, and I'm proud to be invited.
It is indeed. I actually had a good question, and you just threw. Well, I think it was a good question anyway. and then you threw me off it. When did you actually start driving? When did you start driving?
I started when I was 16, and it was pretty easy to get a licence then, 10 trial drives and not muck it up. Now it's a lot harder. When my dad started, you just wrote down and said, I want a licence, send it up, you know. So how many trial drives did you do, Paul?
No, about the same. I think it was only 12 for us as well.
Yeah, so it's pretty easy now. It's something like, is it 40?
No idea.
Yeah, I think it's 40 or something like that. So, yeah, I started when I was 16. I'm 65. I'll be 66 in April if you're working it out. I'm spoken for, ladies, but, you know, have a shot if you want to.
And the shirt. Before we actually go, I know what we had to do. Firstly, we've got to say a big thank you to Jared and the crew at Oxley Feed Mill.
Yeah.
There's a bag of chaff and a couple of bales of hay, so make sure you pack enough room in the back of the Chrysler to get the feed home if you've got a horse in, or you might have a horse and you're only driving.
I hope to have a maiden in, Paulie. Lynn and I have got a horse called Faithful. I hope it's a $10,000 maiden trot. She's only had 2 starts for an 8th and a 6th, so I'm hoping she's hanging up high enough to get a run. Thanks very, very much to Oxley. It's a great thing you get behind us. One year I was driving it, you know, they were saying, oh, hey, do you want to bail loosen? You want to bail loosen? And the back of my car was sort of going in like this. They said, oh, there's 2 left. Yeah, no worries, I'll have them. So, yeah.
They're a great crew, and I actually just went and seen them, and they really get beyond it, and they really actually enjoy it, which is good, and they're local. They're local for Bendigo in a way. I mean, they're not that far out the road either, so we want people to be able to support them and get behind them as well. You can't buy direct, but you can buy from the feed store. So if you get the choice to buy their chaff, we want them to be able to buy that as well.
Yeah, we do. We do. We do want you to buy direct. We do want you to buy Oxley's feed, rather, and we support them. We deal up here and we buy Oxley's feed, yeah, so it's great.
Right, let's talk YouTube, because that's what the good... What is it, Gold? What you got to say the name of the page?
Well, Victorian Gold Hunters. If you get on YouTube, look up Victorian Gold Hunters. My mate and I, Anthony Merivale, we've got a station on there. We've got 6,000 subscribers. We have giveaways. We have a lot of fun. Get on there, check it out. If you want to get on Instagram, Gold Hunting Glen, that's me. I post stuff, and when I say Lynn will post stuff, and I take the glory.
Yeah, you do indeed. But you do have a lot of fun, and it's pretty cool to see a different side to you, and it's something that I suppose a lot of people don't think about.
Yeah, well, Laurel Miles sent me a comment. That's David Miles' mother, Marty's wife, and she said she was surprised at that side of me, you know, because when you go to the races, you only see one side of people. You only see they're competitive in the harness racing. So she was very, very complimentary on our work, and we try and create a bit of interest. And it's something I like too. And everyone's got a hobby, you know, haven't they? Like, you know, aside from harness racing, you've got to have something that even if it's a serial killer, you still think, oh, I'll jog the horses in the morning, then I'll go out and stalk someone in the afternoon. So you need a break from it's a hard game, so you need a break from it.
Laurel Miles, I'm getting you back on track. You know what her nickname is for me?
No.
Sweet Cheeks.
She calls you Sweet Cheeks?
Yes. No, she calls me Sweet Cheeks. You think about that one?
Yeah, well, that's very, very nice for you, Laurel. She just calls me Glen or Mr. Conroy, which is frightening. But
I can guarantee you she's just gone red now. Don't worry about that.
Good on you, Laurel. Thumbs up.
Glennie, thank you. Look forward to catching you Friday night, mate. Look forward to it, and thank you for coming back again.
Good on you. Thanks, Paulie. Terms and conditions apply on what I've said. If you're thinking about suing me, don't bother. I've got no money.
Thank you, mate.